Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another CounterSide video. Finally, I got some inhibitor rates. I can show you guys the strategy for level 150. Now, there's a couple of strats going into rates 150. Number one, if you want to one-shot the rates, you can. Alright, let me show you guys a couple of strats. This is one from my guildmate. Big shout out to him for sharing this particular strategy. Very cool. Now, who is the staple for one-shotting inhibitor rate, right? So to one-shot inhibitor rate, operator doesn't matter. So as you can see, this one is using Lina McKinsey. You can use Kim Hana if you want. Alright, Kim Hana is fine. Ahab is going to be very good. If you guys are not aware, Ahab out damages Enterprise, because especially when there's a lot of rangers and snipers, Ahab is gonna do more damage. So the key to this strat, if you want to one-shot inhibitor level 150, alright, so this is one of the level 150 rates, is not Awaken Jake, but rather Awaken Shinja. Alright, she's going to be key right here. Now a lot of you guys in global won't have Awaken Shinja for a long time. So I figured I want to make a strat. I don't have Awaken Shinja myself as well, so you won't be able to one-shot inhibitor rates as easily as you think. So who can replace Awaken Shinja? She gives barrier, if you guys are not aware. Awaken Shinja gives barrier, and her barrier is going to be quite high because her barrier is based upon her HP. And because she is an Awaken unit, she has more HP than most other characters. So you can use Ares, but her barrier value is going to be way lower. Ares alone is not enough. You gotta have Ares and Chinatsu, based on my experience. But the key here, the first three characters is gonna be fixed. We're gonna have Awaken Jake, Lin Xian, and Yang Harim. And then you can see the rest, you can modify a little bit. Terminator, Tarask is not really needed. You can sort of replay, if you want to use Lonely, you can as well, depending on who you have. Shinja, definitely very good. Dorothy gives attack speed buff. Skylayfield gives attack buff. So one more strat right here to one-shot the, as you can see, to one-shot inhibitor 150, you can also use this. And you can see again, Awaken Shinja is key, right? Frederick Doma right here, Lee Jisoo to buff the damage and stuff. So, if you don't have Awaken Shinja, like for some of you guys that will be watching in global later on, it's going to rotate into this. What can you do? Alright, let me show you guys as my strategy. I have experimented with this. Hopefully it's finally ready. Now this is not enough to one-shot the boss, but this is gonna give you about 5 to 6 million, which is about 50 to 60%. The boss has about 10 million HP. So level 150, so as you can see, we have Awaken Jake, Lin Xian, Yang Harim, and then we're gonna start off with Kim Sobin, Ares, and Ifrit. Now why Kim Sobin and Ifrit? These two characters are key because you want to be able to beat the wall in front faster. Now Awaken Jake can be easily replaced with Awaken Hilde. They sort of do the same thing, but Awaken Jake is easier to use because the boss is mag, if I'm not mistaken. So Awaken Jake has like mag, mag resistance, right? I forgot how long is the mag resistance. I think it's written somewhere here. Decrease mag attack, and wait. Oh yeah, the anti-mag damage resistance right here. You can see 10, 10, 20, which is 40%, which is quite a lot. And that just gives him the flexibility, so you don't have to worry about having good gears. If you want Awaken Hilde, you need to have good gears. So as you can see, HP defense is going to be good. Yeah, so I have anti-mag damage rest by 40%. This is the default that he will have. And then the anti-ground damage 29.4, which is a little bit low. I need to change the anti-ranger to anti-ground. I think that's going to be much better. So with that being said, Lin Xian second, Yang Harim, the first three is gotta be this one. And then let me just jump into it, show you guys, and then hopefully I comment on it as well. We're gonna run it at ×1 speed, so you guys can see what's the logic behind why are we positioning them this way. Alright, so Awaken Jake is starting, remember? It doesn't have to be Awaken Jake, could be Awaken Hilde, and then Lin Xian you cannot replace. So Lin Xian Yang Harim is to hopefully, number one, you gotta put Yang Harim immediately. If not, your Awaken Jake is gonna die. Yang Harim is gonna do two things, right? She's gonna give skill haste, she's gonna give barrier. So Kim Sobin is out here. Notice this wall. has this purple bar, right? This purple bar and this blue bar. So you're trying to hit check the wall. And Kim Sobin and Ifrit is going to be your key characters. Alright, so notice right here. Awaken Jake ultimate, that doesn't matter. Kim Sobin and Ifrit has very good attack speed. I think Ifrit has one of the spectral blaze gears. Sky Layfield right there. So Sky Layfield, Arius is going to try to heal. So Awaken Horizon, this is my branch manager. So support manager. Can we beat it? Okay, we managed to beat it. We managed to pass the check. So this now we can get rid of the boss ASAP fast. Awaken Seoyun came out later. If you want to, you can put Awaken Seoyun early as well. So I guess at this point we can put a ×2 speed, right? Alright. So, Sky Layfield. Notice I have Dorothy right about here. Alright. So Dorothy is coming out later on. I also have Roy later on. Obviously this strat could be reconfigured a little bit. But as long as nobody is dying, that's the most important one. You don't want anybody to die. Because the boss actually does a decent chunk amount of damage. Hopefully, it's very bad if the boss die. I do have an operator that, if I'm not mistaken, gives AoE damage resistance. I need to check that again. So Kestrel Xiaolin is going to be alone on the back. She's the one that does the most damage. So notice I have Frederick Doma and Li Jisoo last. So Li Jisoo has an ability to amplify the damage taken for the boss, similar to Frederick Doma. I forgot, was it on a special or was it on ultimate skill? So keep in mind the boss is doing a lot of damage. There's quite a lot of things on the screen right now. It's hard to know who is dying or who is not dying. But what we can check is we can check battle statistics later on to see if anyone actually dies, right? So give Lin Xian your best, what do you call that? Your best skill haste. I have a 72% skill haste. At around 35 seconds, the boss is still going to one-shot you at the end. So right about now the boss will one-shot everyone. Awaken Jake might live. Awaken Jake did live. Awaken Seoyun did live. And yeah, I'm surprised Awaken Jake is full HP, what the heck. But yeah, 35 seconds, that timer is where the boss is just gonna destroy everyone. Except for your Awaken Jake. So if you have Awaken Heal Day, that's going to be, she's the only one that survives. Keep in mind, if you have Awaken Heal Day, give her the best gears you get. If you have full HP, Gordias, Huma Gogor, go ahead and give her. If you have like if you have the Hummingbird, sorry, not Hummingbird, the Inhibitor gears, that's anti-mech, that's also going to be quite good. Okay, let's have a look at the battle statistics so we get a better idea. So notice, Kim Sobin actually does the most, almost 1 million damage on her own. Pretty cool. Awaken Seoyun, very good, right? Awaken Seoyun and Kim Sobin and Ifrit, this is the one that does the most. Of course, we're not going to count Awaken Horizon because she's more of a support, but she did a decent chunk of damage. I forgot how much I did. I did about 6 million almost, right? So that's definitely more than half HP for Inhibitor. Kestrel Xiaolin, obviously you can replace with replace a Queen or Ludmilla if you have that. So let's see. Let's scroll to the bottom and have a look. Frederick Doma, I did deploy him last. I think my Dorothy died because she only out for 50 seconds. I think she actually died right there. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe she survived. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Li Jisoo 43 seconds. I'm not sure if Dorothy actually died, but she's supposed to provide buff to everyone else alongside with Shinja, right? So let's go in one more since there's a couple of... yeah, I did the highest damage right there. Almost 6 million, but that was with the help of some branch manager. So this strat that I'm using can easily one-shot a level 70 boss, and I strongly believe it can also one-shot a level 110 boss. So again, let's show you a hardship, also this operator. Use an operator that has this one, reduce AoE damage taken. This is going to help because the boss actually does quite strong AoE damage, alright? If you have Kim Hana with that, that's going to be super ideal. Alright, so Kim Hana definitely helps for sure, but if not, just go with something that has this particular side skill. AoE damage reduction is very cool. So let's jump into one more time and see how consistent this strat is. And I want to take notice of a couple of characters, specifically my Dorothy. Now, if you... I'm sure some of you guys might not be able to do this strat if you are slightly newer on the site. Let me know if you guys want to see a separate strat, because I think this strat right now can be quite hard or quite challenging for some players to do. You can still use the old strat, the Chloe operator, to sleep the boss, make the boss move towards you, so your awakened defender is not tanking the boss like right now, right? So one more thing, what was I going to mention? About the rework of this raid. I have mixed feelings about it actually. I actually have mixed feelings about it. So there's a couple of advice that I would change right now based upon the raids. So right now in this particular raid, you can notice a couple of characters are no longer as useful or not as needed as before. Now who am I talking about? Number one, some of the buffers, the tower unit buffers, right? So before this, the strategy relies upon like Choi Ina, Sigma, Maria. Alright, those are going to be like kind of stable. And then you always want to end your strategy with like maybe Shinja, Seoyun for the buffs. But notice I'm not using Seoyun here, right? I'm not using Seoyun right here. Which is one of the things. I could try replace Lee Jisoo with Seoyun. I'm not sure if that will be better. That could be something that I want to experiment as well. But I think the buffs are kind of ready enough. And also, yes, with Sigma and a few other like units, I think those are going to be much more useful in Britra. And that is going to maybe change a little bit of value of the character overall, because if they are only used in one raid and not used in the other raid, I think it's going to be something that is going to reduce the value significantly. Therefore, maybe I won't recommend new players to get them as much. As you can see, I'm definitely easily pushing past the half HP mark. Again, this is not a one-shot strat. It's hard to one-shot without Awakened Shinja. Alright, that's based on my experience. I don't have Awakened Shinja, so definitely I've been experimenting. Right now, as of the time of me recording this video, the raid inhibitor modification has been out for 2 days. There's only so much raids that I can, you know, experiment and fight around. But as long as the strat is doing more than 50% HP for the boss, I would consider that a decent strat, right? Because you only need 2% to be able to kill a boss. So if you have like, if you can, you know, like right now I'm doing like 62% HP for the boss. So, you know, out of your entire friend list, you only need to find 2 guys to help you kill a level 150 boss. Definitely way more doable than before. And yeah, you don't really, I mean, it's a raid sort of, you don't really need to one-shot this like I mentioned. If it's your own raid, you ideally want to send it to your friend, and your friend needs to, you only need 2 friends to be able to kill the same raid. And hopefully, you know, this can help some of you guys out there. I'm gonna go kill the remaining raids. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. I will try and experiment on Britra as well. Britra is on global. My global account is not as stacked, so that one is going to be harder for me to try to decipher some strats. But I'll try my best and see what I can do right there as well. Alright, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Wait. Quick update. My bad. Alright, so when I was about to upload the video, I completely forget a very important crucial thing. Some of you guys might not have Lee Jisoo because she's very exclusive to like veteran players, like if you're old players and stuff. So you can use this strat instead. Alright, so we have and I forgot to show my gears, so hopefully you're going to show you my gears again. So what's the change here? I replaced her with Tarask, and we're going to put a Maria at the end. So this one is a slightly better strat based on my experience. So again, as high of an anti-ground damage rest you can on Awaken Hilde, Awaken Jake, etc. And then as high of a skill haste for Lin Xian if you can. Same applies for Yang Harim. Attack speed for Kim Sobin right there. As you can see, areas with skill haste. And then for Ifrit, I just went with these Spectral Blaze gears. 30% skill haste here, HP defense on Chifuyu, attack speed on Awaken Seoyun, attack speed on Dorothy, HP, full HP on Roy, attack speed on Xiaolian, attack and whatever that is, Tarask, skill haste Frederick Doma, and skill haste Maria. Alright, so that's it guys. Take care, bye.